Hello everybody and welcome. Thanks for watching this video. The purpose of this video is a basic introduction to who we are here at Arction Ltd and our trademarked LightningChart product. Now basically we provide real high performance charting solutions both for .NET development environments and also JavaScript for those looking to make web and mobile applications. Now, this particular video, we're going to focus more on the software development kit for our .NET applications, but I did want to just basically mention that our products are being used by some of the biggest companies in the world in over 42 different industries. We have thousands of clients in 56 different countries now, all over the world. And these companies trust our services and they love our support. We have 5-star support. We help on both a pre-sale basis if you're just looking to make a decision on whether you're going to purchase the product and you need some help on getting started or sample code or any kind of support that's necessary before you make your buying decision. We're here for you. Okay. Now a little bit more about our company and the reason why so many of these companies are using us now is we were one of the first ones a few years back in 2016 to break the limit of 1 billion data points in real time scrolling and rendering in our solution. And in 2019, the version we came out with introduced a showcase demo of up to 8 billion data points. Now even more is possible just depending on your memory amounts. But the point is to get real high performance charting to suit all kinds of industry use cases, whether it's in the medical field, scientific data analytics, signal processing, real sophisticated mapping solutions, now fintech and financial charts. We really have the charting solution for just about every industry use case. Okay, so now let's get into a little more detail about the software development kit for the .NET application. Okay, once you've downloaded the program and installed it, uploaded all the files, and then you start it on your system from the icon, you're going to get the Developer Center interface pop up. Now we're going to go through the various aspects of this Development Center, and this is new, and this is designed to make it easier for you as the developer to get a starting point on your project with all the code base being easily uploaded into Visual Studio. Now, key to note that the software development kit that we provide here is an add-on to Visual Studio. We do have a 5-star rating in the Visual Studio marketplace as well, and that's the reason why we did this. Because a lot of developers, a lot of times, instead of starting from from scratch to begin their project, we have close to 200 different starting seed projects that you can begin with. And the cost of the license and subscription almost is covered just with this convenience, because you can upload all the code into Visual Studio and go ahead and really concentrate most of your efforts on just the customization aspect rather than having to actually design your charting solution out of the gate from scratch. The other advantages to the Development Center is this offers a direct line of communication to our support department. I'm going to go through those tabs in just a moment. We can collect a lot of the data from your system in a debugging effort also when we're trying to narrow down any kind of performance issues that you might be having in whatever work that you've done. There's links directly to the user manual. I'm also going to show in just a moment how you can just upload all of the help files directly into Visual Studio. Another piece of convenience there. You can manage all of your licenses if you have a team of developers, 10, 15, 20 different developers. Manage all the licenses right out of this interface. And then, of course, you can just start from scratch extracting a project rather than using our samples that we have in there. So just as a starting point, just want to mention when you are deciding to not use any of our examples and you just want to extract a property that's a seed project that's either WinForms or WPF, we have a little guideline here at the beginning of our user manual that just mentions performance issues between WinForms and WPF, basically saying that for performance purposes, WinForms is the best, especially when you're dealing with a lot of data. And then the WPF semi-bindable and non-bindable will vary between excellent and very good on a performance basis. So in the .NET environment, we're basically saying that WinForms is the best way to go. Okay. Now, a couple other important things to mention on starting points. Just your computer configuration should meet the following requirements: DirectX 9.0 graphics adapter or newer. However, we recommend DirectX 11 is the best for our solution. We support all the Windows versions from Vista up to Windows 10 as 32-bit or 64-bit, and also the Windows Server 2008 R2 or higher. All versions of Visual Studio are supported from 2010 up to 2019. However, it's not required for deployment. And then you should have .NET Framework version 4.0 or newer installed. Okay. Now also, after you've uploaded everything into your system, you can go ahead and directly download all of our help files, all of the user manual content directly into Visual Studio, so that you don't have to open up a separate link or the PDF file and go searching for the content. It'll actually be populated right within the Visual Studio help files also. And it's about a 10 or 11 step process here I'm showing here on the screen. And then once that's finished, you have all the help files built in right into Visual Studio. Okay, just going over the various tabs here. This particular link will take you to a place on the website that will go over some of the starting topics, a couple of the ones I just mentioned and a few others. This particular tab here will open up the PDF user manual, and we provide it in a few different languages. You can contact us directly at support by hitting this tab, which is a direct email to us. This tab over here, the support info, this will collect the resources and data from your system to send to our support department to make it a little bit easier in debugging efforts or looking for any kind of performance issues. We also have a direct link to tutorials on our site. You can provide us feedback. Here's where you can manage all of your licenses for your team of developers, depending on how many that you have. And those are the basic tabs there and navigation. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the examples. So when you click here, open examples, it's going to open up this screen here. Okay, and here, from here, you see all these various starting points and templates to work from. Okay, depending on, again, your industry use case, we have close to 200 different starting points here. And in just a moment here, I'll show you how easy it is to accelerate the starting process just by making some adjustments to some various settings before you upload the entire code into your Visual Studio to begin your customization efforts. But I just wanted to show the complete gallery here in just one scroll. So let's say you're in the fintech world and you want to pull up a financial chart. So you just start by running the sample project. In fact, let me just get to one of these here. So you load the sample project, okay, and then we have some drawing tools as starters that you can see here. In fact, I'll zoom in on that real quick just so you can see that. Just a couple of starting points. So let's say you're going to do a Fibonacci retracement drawing tool on the chart. Then you design it in here like this from a low point to a high point. And I'm just kind of winging it here. But let's say I go all the way from the extreme low to the extreme high. That's just a basic Fibonacci drawing tool. Over here on the right is the Properties tab. Again, I'm going to zoom in on that, just show you where that is. That's right here. Once you hit this, this is where you can change a lot of the properties of the chart template that you're working on. Maybe you want to change font sizes. Maybe you want to change the color scheme. There's various events like mouse over events or zooming, changing the grids, all kinds. I mean, there's probably a couple hundred different property settings that you can change here. And then once you have all that done and you feel as though you've got your starting seed project ready, these buttons right here are for uploading it right into Visual Studio. So if I hit this, this is basically going to open up my Visual Studio with all of the code base from the project. Okay, and from here, all the libraries, all the tool settings, all the files from that starter project are uploaded right into Visual Studio, so you can go ahead and start your coding. Okay, you can upload sample data sets here from a CSV file, all kinds of code is imported right into Visual Studio, so you can just go ahead and get right to work on the customization effort that you're doing. That's the convenience of our developer center, and that's just doing it from this one. I'll go to a couple others and show some examples. One of the galleries that I like are the various mapping templates. For example, like this one here. Let's say you're designing a route. Okay. We've got the elements already built right in. You can choose countries, highlight by various colors, mark off cities with annotations. This is just one that's here. This is just for planning out routes. So again, set all your properties. Okay, get whatever colors, schemes, fonts, event type of definitions in there, and then once you're done, just go ahead and upload it right into Visual Studio. Here you can do it as WPF, here you can do it as WinForms. Okay, some of the other mapping elements are like this one. This is a weather type of data mapping starting point. You can see it changing here because we got some sample data in there. But again, just set your properties that you want to do, change some colors, change how you want maybe these countries to be highlighted, or any kind of other markings, move around the various elements and objects, okay, of the chart. And once you're all done, just go ahead and load it right into Visual Studio. As far as mapping's concerned, we have dozens of maps, world, continent, specific areas, multi-layer, land, lakes, rivers, topographical, satellite imagery, street maps, all different kinds of mapping starting points. Here's a 3D one. It's kind of nice. Okay, maybe you want to do some population data sets or some sort of census or any other kind of statistics by country in a 3D format. That's what this is all about. So I like the mapping elements to start with. For a lot of you medical professionals, these volumetric rendering for X-rays, all kinds of detailed medical type of data rendering can be done with our chart development center, and we have a lot of use cases going on there. Let's say you're in military or defense or some sort of diagnostic testing, signal processing kind of environments. That's what all these templates are for, real time. A lot of the 3D, let's say maybe you're in the automotive industry and you're working on some of the new LiDAR solutions, and you want to develop a charting application for that particular purpose. That's what this is all about. Again, just set your properties, do all your changes, all your event type of definitions, and then again, just load it right into WinForms or WPF, right into Visual Studio when you're finished. Other more basic ones, maybe you're making a dashboard of some kind of analytics, and could be very basic in this sense, or maybe you want to do it next to a map. That's what this one is right here. Then you can just again go ahead and change your elements, change your labels, change the view or objects that you want in here, pie charts, bar charts, everything. All these various starting points, again, designed to save you hours of starting from scratch and getting these projects going. This particular one's like a 3D signal type of spectrum visualization. Again, you can make all your changes here, all real time, upload your sample data sets, and again, upload it all into Visual Studio when you're all finished. So again, all told, there's probably almost 200 different starting points to go with on all these various charts, and they can be very simple or they can be very advanced. And again, billions of data points now can be rendered in these chart solutions. Okay, and that's probably the biggest value of what this development center is all about. Okay, just from a company information standpoint, just want to mention we are headquartered in Finland. We also have a division in India, and now we have representative myself at the moment here in Americas, based out of New York. So you can just contact us through any of these phone numbers or email addresses here. And then, of course, you can always just go right to the website and just www.arction.com, and then maybe just send us an email at sales@arction.com. We also have a form on the contact page for any particular questions, and maybe if you want to get some sort of custom quote for a project that you're doing or any kind of customization projects, we're available to you for that as well. So that basically completes this intro to the development center, which is in our new version. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll have future videos to come, and we'll see you on the next episode.